they realize that each has been sewn by hand painstakingly, that is where somewhere they realize that,
No,
okay.
I think they're such long hours and working and delivering the exact outfit that they wanted. They feel they have paid extra only.
Hello Hyderabad, hello and Happy New Year. We are stepping into 2026 and many things would have happened. Actually, for many people, most weddings take place between November and December, and we have a very special treat for you today. It's a couple that is revolutionizing Telangana's fashion industry. Now, fashion industry, for many people who are not aware, the annual rate in terms of market size crossed 60 billion US dollars, and it's scheduled to probably even touch 100 billion by the year 2030. So it's growing quite fast. And adding to this, the Indian wedding industry currently stands at about $78 billion currently. So big numbers, big figures, and big magical things. It means that for people who are getting married, especially this time of year, it's a lot of things to consider and a lot of money to spend. So I have with me a dynamic duo who are just new parents, and I would like to just take some time to introduce them. Let's start with Ms. Khushboo Baheti. She is a NIFT Hyderabad graduate, and she's also the chief designer at Label Khushboo Baheti. And then we have with her joining us is her husband, Mr. Ankit Baheti, who is also an IIM Udaipur graduate. And I happened to meet him at a recent event in the Radisson. So quite a nice duo. Very different things that they bring to the table, but all in all, it comes together to make a thrilling business. Welcome to the show, guys. So let's start with a few questions. This particular podcast, we try to focus on different businesses that solve community challenges as part of their business model. So I think when it comes to the culture specifically, fashion plays a vital part to that, right? I just wanted to know from you, let's start with you, Ms. Khushboo. When you have worked as a senior designer for some very notable brands in the industry, I just want to understand what problem you felt needed to be solved and needed to be solved through your brand.
So while working, I felt most of the brands usually focus on delivering the final product. The gap that I felt is the personalized experience and the client connection is completely missing in this industry. And that is where I thought of starting the label, which focuses on design, craftsmanship, and giving that personal touch to the each and every design where the client feels connection.
Nice. And I mean, when you have so many things going on in your mind, in your thought process, and building this brand, building this business, I just wanted to understand from you, in your heart and in your mind, what do you feel represents the very essence of this brand? If I had to say in one sentence, the soul of your brand, what would that be?
I think the personalized service that we provide to our clients. That is what matters, because creating a design is not that really difficult in this competitive market. Anyone can replicate any design. But giving that throughout the journey where the client places an order, and you take them through the complete customization process. You show them what all fabrics you're taking, what all colors you're choosing. You show the sample, the design sample to them, and you give them opportunity to do as many changes you want to, and then get satisfied with the final product. I think that personalized experience is missing in this market, and this is what is the soul of our brand.
So basically, there are two things that we have studied, right? One is point of parity and one is point of difference, right? POPs and PODs. Now, what happens is point of parities are something that will be common across all the brands in the industry with our competitors, right? So it could be like the design. So anyone can create good designs. It's not very difficult. We have a lot to refer to. We have a lot of inspirations in the digital age that we currently live in, and we have access to the artisans and everything. So whosoever is in this industry is capable of creating a good design, okay, that people would love, people would adore, and people will be ready to spend money on. What comes as a point of differences. So that's where we basically try to offer the services that you just talked about. Okay, so at every design stage, we keep the customers informed. We keep sharing the videos, the artisans working on that, the how their ensemble is progressing through the through the different journey of the outfit being made. So this is what we do almost at for every customer. Apart from the ones those who basically just come and take the off the rack outfits, that's a different story. But whoever gets the customized outfit, so this is the process that we follow. So basically this they first is, so a lot of our foreign clients, they get a trust on this because they may have paid some advance. Okay, and if we are not sharing them where their outfit is currently at which stage, they would think what is happening with their order. Okay, so they continuously need to know that, okay, if you have given a time of 30 days for for a wedding lehenga to be made, what is happening every 3 days, every 2 days, every 5 days, right? How's the progression? So once they know that, okay, my fabric has been purchased, my fabric has been dyed, my fabric has gone on to Maggam, wherein they are doing handwork now. Now the work is increasing. They have shown me the samples, they have approved it. We also ship the fabric and the small a swatch or a small sample to their place, just to take a look and feel, because 50% of our market is outside of India. So basically there we need to gain that trust. Okay, usually start with a small order. Okay, when they saw something on Instagram, or they heard from their friends or family, and then they start with a small order, and then it can eventually lead to all the bridesmaids, groomsmen, and their entire family orders. So the entire order can go upward of 20-30 lakh rupees per customer. So that is the kind of trust that we have to build.
As you say about keeping such a transparent approach to your business and the elements that operate within it, I just wanted to understand, for the wider audience, there's so much of things going on in fashion, and surely there will be some secrets. Let's, at least between both of you, if you can share one secret, just one, something that people out there don't know.
In fashion, there's nothing called outdated. Everything can be reimagined in a different way. So every design is timeless. It's just that the colors, the fabric keeps changing. The only difference is that there's nothing called outdated.
So basically, even if the piece is quite old and it's a kind of a dead stock, a designer may be able to sell you that particular thing,
saying it as a classic design.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another fact that came to my mind is what designers usually do is they tend to give the outfits nearer to the event date. So let's say your wedding is let's say today is let's say December, right? So your wedding is in April. So I'll plan my outfit delivery so that I give you in the first week of April. Let's say if your wedding is in second week of April, and if I know that wedding is in Hyderabad itself locally, you don't have to go anywhere. So I'll plan and deliver it to you this 1 week before. So what will happen is you will, and this is just industry-wise practice. I'm not saying this is good or bad, but it's usually being followed. But all the customers are also smarter now. They don't tell the exact date. They tell the 1 month advance date.
Yes.
So what will happen is, since you are busy with the wedding preparations, you'll not have enough time to go for the alterations and all. But if I give you three months in advance, you'll do a trial. You'll say, "Hey, this is not working out for me. This should come here," and so you'll try, because since you have that time, you'll try and do a lot of alterations and have it perfect fit. But if in case and also it might happen that if I give you 3 months in advance, your body shape may change over the course of 3 months. So again, that would require more alterations and all. So basically it's for the customer as well. Plus designers they don't have to work on many alterations as such.
Yeah, and even with my clients also, with all my foreign clients, I usually ask them like, when is the wedding date? If usually it's a practice for them to place an order 6 months or 3 months prior. So we complete the design, and then we make sure that we get it into the stitching at the closer dates, so that there won't be any measurement issues later. Because anyway, they are not coming physically here and trying the outfit. So yes, we make sure that they shouldn't, fall into trouble when the outfits reaches to them.
That's quite fascinating. And the thing is, I don't know, I think I must have spoken to you, Ankit, when we first met. I come from the West Indies. there's that thriving wedding culture because there's a good Indian community present in Trinidad and Guyana. I'm from Trinidad, and I'm pretty sure some people in my family might be watching. The idea is we would just like to understand, where do you get inspiration for designing or conceptualizing that perfect lehenga, that perfect salwar, or whatever it is that you're putting together that's a beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece? Where do you feel like you get the most inspiration from that?
So we get the inspiration from the latest forecast. We always focus on only the colors and fabrics that are currently being in trend. But we mainly give importance to the classic and timeless designs, because that is what, as I said you earlier, that there's nothing called outdated. So we only focus on the colors and trends. And I think, yeah, that is the inspiration behind the brand.
One more thing that we do is we also speak with a lot of customers, right? So what this helps in, if you speak with a lot of customers day in day out, you get some feedback, you get some insights on what is it that the market wants, what is it that the market demands actually. Because you are out there, you are consuming some digital content and you are in your own space, but there are 100 different people who are consuming digital content regarding the kind of, and they are all relevant because they are the ones who are getting married, or they have come for the order, or they are attending someone's wedding or something, or an event. So they are the ones who have done all the research, and then they have their own taste and liking. So when we speak with them, we get an idea of what exactly is being demanded in the market. Plus we also see the forecast and try and design something which will be in trend based on the forecast, based on the color, based on the fabrics and all, but which is also in demand.
And even clients, when they are investing on a product, they really want to follow the new trends, but they always say, जो भी है ऐसा बनाना कि वो 3 साल तक चले. So they always want to stay connected to the traditional designs with the modern silhouettes and the modern colors.
The thing is, as you speak so beautifully about that design process, the conceptualization process, I couldn't help but come across a figure that was shared with me about you working with over 380 different artisans that are coming together, bringing their pieces. And so I just kind of wanted to understand, when you have these people and by giving business to them, you are therefore empowering that community in itself, and that's a beautiful thing. I just wanted to understand, in this bigger ecosystem, who gets the most, who gets the least, and how can others find ways to engage with these people to give them better opportunities?
So in this industry, whosoever is taking higher risk, they are being paid more. Artisans are definitely being paid fairly, but yeah, whosoever is taking more risk in the design, because there are many chances that after getting everything done, the client might not like it, and eventually designer is the one who is going to bear everything. So yeah, bigger the risk, you'll be paid better.
Also, what happens is, so basically when we compare our artisans with the, let's say for example, tailor. Okay? Tailor is the one that will basically stitch together the pieces that we have been developed. For example, if you are making a lehenga, there are multiple panels which are being made. The tailor's job is to stitch your entire panel together to form it in the shape of a lehenga. Add the can, add the volume, and add those things which will layers and all, which will help a lehenga feel good, bulky, and help occupy more space, so that it will give a grandier look.
Okay.
Now, a tailor, basically a normal tailor, if you go for any blouse stitching or something, they will charge you some, depending on which part of India you live, they'll charge somewhere around 500 rupees to 1000 rupees for a normal blouse stitching. In my hometown, back in the village, they basically charge around 200 rupees, 150 rupees for a blouse stitching, which we cannot even imagine here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that much we spend on the lining part.
Oh, wow.
So basically here the normal blouse stitching will start from 2000 to 2500 depending on the design, a basic stitching. Okay. Now what happens is, since these they are the ones who have this kind of quality and this kind of finish, they are able to deliver that. That's it. They are able to command this higher price. Obviously, designer share will be a bit higher when they make the overall blouse for 10, 15, 20,000. Whatever the dynamic works out to be, the designer may have a higher share than a tailor, but the designer is taking more risk. Per se, he or she is setting up a store. He's putting stuff worth rupees lakhs and crores into the store. It may go out, it may go fade, it may fade away, it may not have any value, it may get stained, it may, so there are a lot
It
of
might be a
things.
dead stock.
So basically what happens is, I have this very good concept which I believe in. You are being paid by how replaceable or irreplaceable you are. Okay. Now imagine this for and this is true for any industry, right? I came across this analysis. So what they say is that if you are good at something, okay, and there are very less people around that is doing the same job, okay, the likelihood of you being replaced goes way down. Okay, since the probability is lower for you to be replaced, your pay would be higher. Okay, and the same goes vice versa. If you are doing something which is very generic and which everyone else can do, you are very much replaceable in this industry or in any industry for that matter. Okay, for example, the person who builds our homes, the mistri and all, right? So there is one person who lays the mortar and the brick, right? Yes. He has some skill set. The one who is giving him the masala, he's the one who is doing some laborious job. Same happens with the POP ceilings. So one is the one who will do the design and all. So the one who is doing the design is less replaceable compared to the one who is just passing him the material, right? So in the broader country, like in this particular scenario, if you see, the POP designing guy will be getting more than the person who is just doing some. And this goes for every industry, be it software, be it IT, be it designing our industry. So if you are good at some particular skill, if you are good at embroidery, and you are able to produce nice outfits, you are able to produce nice designs using the thread and the beads and the different embroidery materials, resham threads and different things, and your work speaks neatness, a designer will pay you more. Right. If he doesn't pay you more, that person can go to some other designer. Okay, there will always be a demand, because India is a country wherein we spend a lot on weddings, and we basically spend a lot on our outfits too, right? So that is what that's how the market segment market will basically divide itself into.
It's quite an interesting perspective when we look at all of the different players involved in the entire process. I think a lot of talk that tends to surface whenever that time comes for consumers is that, this particular piece took over 10,000 man hours to create. I just want to know, from an insider perspective, how true is such statements? I mean, is it really true when they say 10,000 man hours?
I mean, usually designers exaggerate because they want to get all the limelight. But 500 to 1,000 hours is the max that any design can take. Yeah, but you cannot, question a designer that it is not going to take so long. They'll have different reasons.
If it is up to 2,500, it is something which can be imaginable, I would say, is reasonable, or on a higher side of reasonable. But anything which is above 2,500 hours, if you put into that much, that is something that's pure exaggeration, is what we believe, because we work day in and day out. We also create lehengas and all those designs. It's just that 10,000 hours is something which will give you news time. That is why. And if we say that for a particular lehenga or a particular design of a particular outfit is basically has took 10,000 man hours, it's something that we basically tell them, okay, this is a very costly thing, and we are giving it at a very deal kind of thing. So that is also one media strategy that is being followed.
So in this market, usually whatever you say, you're going to price higher.
Yes.
That is how this market works.
Your business itself caters to India's thriving diaspora. When I say diaspora, I mean there are many of them that would have settled in the US, in Canada, in Europe, and maybe after this podcast, you never know, you might start getting clients from the Caribbean as well. Let's hope, right? So the idea is that when you cater to all of these different clients, I think Indians far and wide, the mentality is always the same when it comes to their skills with negotiating, when it comes to trying to haggle to get the best deal on the table. They want the best product at the least price with the least time frame involved. Do you think in this age of Pinterest and all of these things, do you think that today's brides are very realistic? Are they unrealistic, or are they more informed in this digital age where they see all of these new trends emerging and so on?
No, these days brides are more informed. I think they have because of Instagram and Pinterest, they have complete knowledge about what Zardozi, the differences between the Zardozi work, Ari work, Dabka work. I think they are completely informed. They know what they want exactly. So we cannot really, bluff them and sell a product easily. Yeah.
So there were two questions, I think. So one is the price point part, and the second was what she answered for. But so let's break down the price point. What we have observed is that outside, like people outside of India, they don't tend to matter a lot on the price perspective because of the rupee dollar or the rupee euro valuation. That's one thing.
No, but still the negotiation part.
Negotiation happens, but what the insight that I wanted to break to this table is negotiation will happen. That's the Indian culture. That's in our blood. Okay, but the insight that I want to get is that for someone who is outside of India, for them getting the a trusted designer matters more than the price. If they believe that this is the person who is genuine, who will help me create my dream outfit, they'll not bow down the price as they'll not focus on the price per se. Okay, they'll try to negotiate, but they'll try to close the deal. Even if that negotiation doesn't happen, they'll try to close the deal.
And they are the one who wants to walk throughout the design process journey. They want to see each and every stage of the design, how the design development is going on.
See, it's a like for like when we talk about a wedding lehenga or a sherwani or whatever we designed for the couples, for the bride and groom. What happens is this is something which is one of the most seen, one of the most captured part of their journey, right? This is like wedding will happen once only in a lifetime, right? So they would want everything to be perfect, okay, and they'll not go settle for cheaper alternatives, or they'll not go with a person whom they cannot trust for a cheaper value, for the same product or cheaper value. So that is something we have observed in the last 8 to 10 years we are in the industry.
Quite an insightful experience. I just wanted to delve a little bit more into something that I've seen with the women folk in my family. Some celebrity gets married and magazines start opening up, websites start opening up. What did she wear? What did she look like? I like this concept. I'm just finding it's like it becomes an event in itself. It becomes a source of inspiration. Do you see a trend developing where craftsmanship is becoming increasingly undervalued and there is a greater importance placed on celebrity endorsements, influencer endorsements and things like that?
Yes, I feel definitely the craftsmanship is undervalued. And I mean, the celebrity designers, usually people give more importance to the celebrity designers, and they feel it is fairly enough, whatever they are valuing their lehengas or the outfits, they feel it is fairly enough to pay them, but not the other designers. Wherein the other designers also put in so much effort, and most of them do replica designers. And to be honest, I also replicate many of the designs of I don't want to take the names, but whenever you get a client whosoever wants to wear the exact replica outfit, will have to do it.
That's what the client wants.
Yeah, but when it comes to payoff, they definitely wants to negotiate the best they can. Yeah.
One more point that I wanted to add is, so when we show the clients that the work that has been done, right? When the karigar is actually working on that, at that point they may realize something. But this negotiation basically happens before this entire outfit is being designed and developed, right? So the negotiation part, when we decide the outfits and prices and the designs and everything beforehand, so they do not really appreciate what an artisan is doing, how much painstakingly he is seeing each and every emerald or each and every, I would say, that kartana and all those things in place to make a grand outfit. So that is what something they're not able to visualize. But yeah, when we show the video of the artisans, like 3-4 artisans who are surrounded by, like there's a center, there's a maggam. A maggam is basically we stretch the cloth and put it on a frame. So there's a metal frame. We prepare metal frame. We'll stretch the cloth using strings. Okay, and the cloth is fully stretched. Now imagine there's a fabric in space, and then you are basically sewing in needles, and you're basically uh, putting the kardana, putting the different beads and all onto the fabric in a particular design. So when you do this particular thing, when the customer sees that okay, each and every bead has to go by hand in a particular place in a set design that we have basically imprinted on the fabric, and then each, so when they basically see the grand outlook, the grand view of the entire lehenga, and then when they realize that each has been sewn by hand painstakingly, that is where somewhere they realize that okay.
I think there are two sets of clients. One who definitely thinks that in spite of taking such long hours and working and delivering the exact outfit that they wanted, they feel they have paid enough. I mean, they have paid extra only. But among my online clients, I think they always appreciate. They always do, and few people have paid me extra also for all the extra efforts, even if you don't ask. They do, because maybe I feel that is because of the personal experience that we give it to them, since they're not able to come physically and check out everything, and when we deliver the product and they find it perfectly fitted to their body measurements and everything, and they are completely satisfied. I think they appreciate it.
It's quite fascinating. And I just wanted to understand from both of you, is there a piece that you have put together that was so notable, so memorable, that you feel like you get goosebumps just thinking about it, that this is your signature piece, you put this thing together, this is your baby? How do you, I mean, is there one piece that you feel really is just at the top of your mind when you think about this idea?
Yeah, there's one piece in the store where I always I feel like I don't want to sell this. I want to keep it with me only. Yeah.
Like, what was it?
So that is a 3D flower lehenga. It really took more than 100 hours, I can say. Yes, it took a lot of time. And when a client bargain on that particular piece, I feel like I do not want to negotiate even for 1 rupee also. Yeah, so because I've put my complete heart and soul on that design, so I feel I think I shouldn't negotiate on this piece. Yeah.
There's also one more outfit, like it's not an outfit, it's an accessory, I would say, kandwa that we call.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what kandwa is basically, it's a 6-inch wide strap of cloth, strap of fabric. It will like 2 meters length and 6-inch wide, which is a long.
So basically,
strap.
That's a stole that either a bride or groom, anyone can carry through in their wedding fairas or in the wedding event. So that particular stole, what we do is we show their courtship journey.
Be it courtship or be it their love journey.
All their memorable journey, whatever they want to share.
For those who have got a marriage in an arranged marriage setting, we show the basically what all event that has transpired in their courtship. For those who are in love marriage setting, basically we'll show them that how did they first meet, or where did they first meet, which restaurant, which cafe. So we will basically imprint that particular thing and we'll design it by hand. So we'll do a handwork and then we'll paint that particular picture.
We replicate the exact image whatever they provide us.
Wow.
And if they do not have the image, we just try to listen to them whatever their journey was, and we try to create the pictures and give them certain options, like is this replicating the exact moment.
So be it their first BMW ride, be it their first coffee date,
graduation ceremony, if it's a love marriage, the graduating together. So we've tried to picturize each and every moment perfectly. And I think first time when we created this and I posted the video on the Instagram, it has gone so viral, and we've got so many orders. I think our brand is majorly known for this personalized experience.
So basically, it's a strap of cloth only. Right. Okay, so when a groom is wearing it, he'll wear it on a sherwani. He'll like wrap it around his arm and pose like for the photographs and all. Otherwise, you can just like let it fall through, grow both front and back. So it's a one single cloth. You just place it here, and like there are like around 8 and 8 16 images that comes. So 16 images front, 16 images back. You can basically personalize your entire journey and story, and you can write all the important dates that you where you want
And
to.
as I said, it is not difficult for other designers to replicate this process. But replicating the exact moments and all the discussions that goes behind creating this product is really what matters. Like, is the client really expecting this? It is very difficult to come out with the exact moment and picturize that exactly what they want. Yeah, so I feel this is something that the signature style of our brand.
Absolutely. We've spoken a lot about your creative process because, again, when you wear this type of clothes, you're literally wearing someone's art. You're wearing art. You're wearing a moment. And most people, I think, when they wear their wedding outfits, they don't ever wear it again, right? But what I wanted to delve a little bit into is the entrepreneurial side of things. So, as a young couple, thriving couple, so much of promises there when I think about this business and the work, the effort you put into it. You're thriving in the state of Telangana, and it's such a nice ecosystem to be in. I just wanted to understand from your perspective, was there any kind of support forthcoming for both of you, whether it is to access startup funds, whether it is to get the kind of human resource capital that you need, or training support and things like that? What kind of support you felt that the Telangana ecosystem was able to provide for you in your company?
So there is no support that we have got as such, but what we have is that Telangana, Hyderabad being one of the top cities in India, so it has all the mix of right talent that we need, be it artisans, be it our runners, be it our designers that we have. So basically, a lot of people aspire to come to cities like Hyderabad and other cities, of course, but Hyderabad included. So what happens is we get right set of talent, and we also have right kind of people who recognize this art and are ready to pay for it. It's not just that we need support from this side of the ecosystem, but we also need buyers, right? So Hyderabad is a perfect place wherein, for example, it doesn't have the cheap markets like Mumbai and Delhi,
yeah.
like Chandni Chowk and all those bazaar. So basically, Hyderabad is one such place wherein you'll get good quality stuff from any designer that you
And
want.
it has a highly growing luxury market. So it does not have those cheap markets like Delhi and Mumbai, where you get where every design is easily replicated in the cheaper versions and all. I think people over here and even designers focuses on the quality of the product. So that is, I feel this is the correct place where the people whosoever gives importance to the quality and the experience that they want, the the right product for their wedding event. I think this is the correct place. Yeah.
I concur with that idea actually. I wanted to just ask a question to you, Ms. Khushboo, because you're a woman entrepreneur. You're taking very high stakes creative decisions. As you said, sometimes depending on the creative process, you might find that you put your heart and soul into a product and the customer doesn't want it. Then you're stuck with something that you've invested all this time, this effort into creating. Is there any kind of hurdle you felt as a woman entrepreneur? Any hurdle you feel like you really felt proud of yourself for conquering it? And any kind of advice that you would like to give to young women entrepreneurs or persons who want to become entrepreneurs tomorrow?
So, as a woman and as a wife, I would say, in spite of having a business, you also have many personal responsibilities that you have to deal with, and you're the only person who can deal with it. So, I think managing both together is really difficult. But yeah, when you get a proper support system, be it your family or husband, I think it is very easy to handle everything. And yeah, you will have to take very stressful decisions also at times. But when you want to really be successful, you'll have to pay attention to whatever you're doing, be confident, and maintain that consistency in the business at whatever you're doing. And I think that is more important.
So you also talked about some aha moments, right? That
Yes.
some proud moments. So there are two proud moments for us, like for any client that we deal in. One is when they invite us to their wedding. Now, this is not very common, right? There are not so basically if you're getting married, okay, you deal with 10 different people, you deal with 20 different uh, vendors, right? You deal with the photographers, you deal with the designer, you deal with the caterers, you deal with so on and so forth. How many of them do you invite? Do you actually go and give the invitation card? Okay, and so when we see the invitation cards, they are like gift hampers and all those things. So they may easily cost more than 1,000, 2,000 rupees. Okay, so it's not just a normal card. It's basically scented one, and then there's one card will be there. There'll be hampers, there'll be chocolates, there'll be brownies, there'll be a lot of things that comes into visitor. Sorry, the invitation card these days. Okay, so basically they come to our place. They take that effort to invite us. So that is one where we feel that okay, we have done something really good. That's the reason that this person wants us to attend their wedding. Otherwise, they wouldn't have invited. There's no need for them to invite. It's a purely transactional relationship that we have with them. And second is when they basically let's say if the wedding is not happening here, if it's the US and all, so they basically share all the pictures with us.
Yeah.
Okay, we have given them the outfits, we have exported the outfits, we have got the payments, but what happened, we don't know how it is coming along. Okay, and so they are the ones who basically will share all the images with us that okay, these were looking great, and they'll say that
Also the reviews, without asking them.
they'll put the reviews and they'll put the Reddit post and so on and so forth. So these are two set of moments that make us feel that okay, that we have achieved something, that we have done something right. And otherwise, there's no need for to send your pictures, your personal pictures, your personal ceremony to someone else whom you have not even met. That you have just seen them on video call. That's it.
I think that's a wonderful observation, because nowadays, I think with many different business ventures, that usually determines the difference between success and something short of it. Because it's ideally about relationship building rather than being very transactional about it. Yeah. So now that we've really spoken about this promising business that you guys have built from scratch, I wanted to understand, having been here at this point and you've spoken so much about your processes and what went into it, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see Label Khushboo Baheti in the future?
So 5 years ahead, we are definitely planning to expand our brand to international markets like the USA and Canada, where where people usually demand for Indian luxury designs and all, and focusing on wedding wear and bridal collections. I think international market only we are focusing on.
Yeah, so we have plans on going international, and that will basically add value to our brand. Wherein if we are in more than one city or more than one country, that basically gives this level of trust that okay, these people are they are known internationally or something like that. So that is because anyway we are seeing that our outfits are going outside, so we have that demand there. So why not we also go
and offering customized services over there, which is rarely available over there.
Yes.
Yeah, even if it is available, people charge a lot.
Correct. I find the whole thing fascinating, particularly for me, because in my family there's a wedding coming up soon. I think the bride might just be watching this episode. But absolutely. So you've heard it from the co-founders of Label Khushboo Baheti. It's a beautiful designer, a brand, a fashion brand. They are creating custom pieces, and they are literally, as I said, revolutionizing the concept of romance, of marriage, and all the wonderful things associated with these moments. I think it's very, it's quite a nice conversation. It's quite different from any of the conversations we've had before. And I just wanted to say this winds up this episode of Juve Talks. I want to thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for sharing about this wonderful business venture that you guys have started. We wish you every success. For those of you who actually want to find out a little bit more about Label Khushboo Baheti, the description and the website and all of these things will be attached in the description below. Please don't forget to like us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. All right. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode. We want to thank you so much for your love, for your support, for even being here and listening till this very point. Thank you so much, everyone. If you haven't set your New Year's resolutions just yet, please feel free to share them in the comments below. We look forward to seeing you next time. This is Satish Ragoo signing off.